Welcome back to Breachway. I thought I would make 2 episodes of this because at least in my first playthrough, the second area was where I got killed, and I wanted to show a complete run. The problem is, for some reason, I don't know if I did something wrong or there was a bug in the game, but for some reason, the last run that I did in episode 1 didn't save. When I came back, there was no continue button, and I have no idea why. So I played through the first sequence again with the same ship, but this time things went a little bit differently. There's a lot of randomization involved. I did not get the opportunity to recruit that pirate that I found the first time through, and instead I've got sort of a backup AI gunner that I can use at some point. I've still got a light flat cannon and an ion cannon like I had before. I deliberately tried to grab the same weapons, but I think I've upgraded them in different ways. So the ship is just a little bit different, and there's nothing I can do about it. But we do have a new sort of sector of the galaxy here at our disposal, and it looks like there's a couple of distress calls. There's a distress call up here by the hated Starkin. Oh, this is another thing I did. I don't remember if I did this last time, but I definitely pissed the Starkin off. They really don't like me. So I got this. I've got 3 fuel, which means I can cross these yellow lines a couple of times. So I could hit both of these events, probably, if I just go all the way up to this elite fight, cross over, and then continue up this way. I think I can hit all the good stuff. I think that hitting this space station will be a little tougher, because I think I'll need to buy fuel somewhere along the line if I want to hit this space station. And it's good to hit the space station right before the boss, because you want to be able to repair and tackle the boss in good condition. So we will have to see if I can pull that off. I'm going to guess that I'll get some opportunity to get fuel sometime along the line. So let's start by heading up this way. Incoming transmission from a Solari patrol ship up ahead. Your ship is registered as being affiliated with pirate groups in this sector. Power down your engines and prepare to be boarded and taken into custody. Yeah, no. But they've got fire support, so this is going to be a tougher fight than it would be otherwise. Okay, so it's us versus this ship. What are they going to do? They've got missiles. It looks like their only offensive ability is missiles, which is nice. You know, you can always sort of see them coming, though he's going to fire them every single turn. That's going to be rough. Retribution. Oh, interesting. So whenever I hurt them, they're going to hurt me back. So actually, no, they have 2 offensive things. One of them is just based on me hurting them. So if I just start blasting them, they are going to... Okay, so it's 1 card per turn that they're going to play against me if I'm just blasting them. One thing that's cool is one system that I added to my ship in this in sort of my second round through the first sector was the PDC cannon. This is something that it's been popularized by the Expanse, but it's a sort of a long running technology. In fact, I think the original Star Control might have had something like this. But the idea is that you've got these cannons that can shoot down missiles. So this missile is going to be coming at me, but I'll be able to take it down with my PDC burst. It's not very effective when I shoot it at the other ship, but it is really, really effective against missiles. So we're going to hold on to this. I don't have any defensive stuff up and running. So if I just blast this guy, he is going to fire back, and I can't really defend. But I think I'm going to do it anyway, because I'm a psycho. So the Flak Barrage... It's got about a 50-50 chance of applying the shred effect. Oh, by the way, so if you didn't watch the entire last episode, I spent the first half of it completely confused by shred. I've figured it out now. So the basic idea behind the shred effect on flat cannons is that they've all got this thing that says shredding 5, or sometimes it's shredding and another number. It's usually 5. They all also have a certain amount of damage that they do, a spread of damage they can do. This one from 3 to 7. What shredding 5 means is, if they do 5 or more damage, they'll apply a layer of the shredding status effect on the enemy ship. And what the shredding status effect does is it raises the minimum damage of all flat cannons. And so that means that when you fire your first few flak barrages, a lot of them don't cause the shredding effect because you just don't reach 5 damage. But the more shred you do successfully add, all future flak attacks will get better and better and better. Now, if you're not attacking them with flak for a while, shred will go down. So you've got to maintain it. But basically, if you just keep, like, continually hitting them with flak cannons, then the damage gets worse and worse. So I think I'm going to fire off this flak barrage at them. And that did apply shred. Okay, so now honed shot is going to do more minimum damage than it would have before, and its cost is reduced by 1, because that's just another thing that that particular card does. Okay, so we've done a fair amount of damage to them, but I'm pretty sure that this retribution thing is probably going to kick in and probably hurt me, but let's see how that goes. Oh, I've got another special ability, which is that my first ion attack in the first turn is free. And so I should probably use that before it is no longer free. So actually, you know what I should do? I should turn off retribution. I think that's a thing that I can do. Oh, no, sorry. This only works... Me targeting a system and having that system get shut down only works if I'm breaking his shield. And he hasn't raised his shields yet. So, no, I'm just going to do some random ion damage.
Enemies ionized.
So what I did was delay his shield, because it was random. I couldn't choose what it would do. But that's fine. That's okay. Let's end the turn. So there goes his retribution. But did it... Wait, did that not hurt me? Oh, no. Okay, it lets him draw and play the card, but the card still has to go through the cycle. Okay, so it didn't automatically bounce back. He's just now shooting flak at me next turn, or I guess in 2 turns. Okay, that's a little less threatening. I think I can deal with that. So, now what can we do here? So we've got a fair amount of... Okay, I've got all kinds of... I've got way more ordnance than I need. So I guess, you know what I'll do? I'm going to use Double Time, which is a special ability that lets me draw and replace every... Like, basically, I replace every card that I spend. And I need that because I've got a bunch of cards that build up a bunch of resources, but they don't do any damage. So and their resources go away at the end. So if I spend these cards just to clear space, I'll get a bunch of resources that I won't be able to use. But if I turn this on, now each time I use one of these, I'll draw a new card to replace it. Okay, so it looks like we've got the missile about to hit me, but I can use my PDC burst on it.
Enemy missile intercepted.
That was pretty cool. So I took the missile out. So now okay, I've got this thing called Target Lock. I don't think I've used this before. Deal extra damage, but I have to... Oh, to keep it up, I have to keep playing attacks every turn. Okay, well, I should have done that before I played attack, but I think it didn't draw the card until I played that attack. So, all right, well, I think I can afford this. Yeah, I can afford this. Let's Target Lock. Okay, so now we're starting to collect some cards that actually cost the resources that I've been building up. So, we could do... What does Sling do? See, all of these Ion things, they're better if the guy's got a shield. But, whatever, it's fine. We'll fire that. Okay, so that delayed his shield more. Let's do some more Ion attack. There we go. Yeah, so his stuff is totally blanked out now because I hit him with so much Ion stuff. Let's hit him with opening shot. And I think I've literally run out of cards. So I could try to use this Ordnance Surge again, but it wouldn't be replaced because I'm just literally out of cards. So I think that's the last thing I can do. Oh, but this happened for some reason. Interesting. Huh. Okay, he's going to hit me with that, I guess. Wow, he got max damage, too. Why? I didn't see when that thing kicked in. I thought I had disabled all of his stuff. Okay, well, let's see what else we can do here. He still hasn't... I keep delaying. Unfortunately, each time I use my Ion attacks, the first thing they do is they delay his shield. But the shield makes my Ion attacks better. I want him shielded. And so that's kind of annoying. Though I guess this is a tough shield. It would be hard to blast through. So maybe I won't worry about it. For some reason... Okay, no, that's fine. So I can put up a shield, but nothing's attacking me, so I won't. I could Ion him again. It's probably just going to delay the shield again. But I'm inclined to do it anyway. Yup, it just delayed the shield again. I mean, he's getting very frustrated, at least. I'm imagining the, you know, fictional character that I'm fighting.
Enemy hull.
Getting very frustrated. Okay, so let's... Ordnance Surge has been taking up space. Let's use it. And then Hone Shot or... Yeah, let's do Hone Shot. More potential damage. Ooh, a good amount of potential damage. Okay, for some reason... Okay, I think I just haven't quite understood how improvised flak works. I think somehow this thing gets enlivened when I keep attacking him. Because now, again, I'm out of energy. I can't use my shield push, so he's gonna hit. He's probably do max damage with this thing again on me. I mean, it's at least I've got some shred on me already, so it's at least gonna do more minimum damage than usual. And I don't think I've got anything. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that will help. So close to maximum damage, and now he's fired 2 missiles at me. I don't have any PDCs, and the next thing is going to be a volley. Okay, what to do now? I could fire, if I use my command abilities, I could fire all 3 of these. That's not going to save me from this. And actually, if I fire this, it's going to use all of my energy, which I probably want to spend on a shield. So yeah, I think I need to use this to block the missiles. And then I will fire... Oh, yeah, I will fire Twin Barrel. And then I will use her special ability to fire at them again. Ooh, okay, and that actually... I've been doing enough general damage that 2 of their systems has now gone down. However, improvised flak is... They're just taking me apart. And there's not a lot I can do about it. So... I mean... Wow, I'm down at like... This is going to be a quicker episode than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to be destroyed by these people. Okay, so they've got enough shred on them, though, that, like, Honed Shot is now basically free. So... There we go. Goodbye. But I took so much damage from that. That was horrifying. All right. Okay, I only have the 1 PDC burst. So I should probably... So, okay, PDCs get depleted. But the PDC repeater will come back, but more expensive. As long as it comes back, that's what I care about. All right, that was horrifying. But let's keep going. An abandoned refueling platform. Okay, so I found the coordinates for this. I was planning on crossing this anyway. I wanted to do this elite combat originally. Now that my hull is in terrible shape, I think maybe I'll skip this. I'll go through the refueling platform instead, which will give me the access to the space station. So that seems good. Okay, a patrol ship. Again, fire support from other combat ships. Dang. It's a different ship. What does this guy have? He's got a damage booster here, kind of like mine. Covering fire. Oh, he can make me discard cards. Heavy barrage. Which will definitely shred. That is a monster ability. Can I have that? And then we've got Fortify, which is... Okay, it's a shield that starts low, but it gets better and better as we go. All right. What are my options up front? I can't... Okay, so he's going to fire this turn. Now, I might be able to ion him. In fact, I need to ion him just because the first one's free. I might as well use it. What did that do? That delayed his shield. Again, is it just chance that these ion things are, you know, whatever. Anyway, I just realized that I've been hiding these guys. But, okay, so I want to fire a lot of stuff at this guy. Of course, if I use my barrier to block this... Okay, basically, I can either fire the Ion Sphere, which I think might delay this, or I can do the Barrier, which will definitely block it. I'm going to go Barrier. And so now, the question is... I mean, I feel like I want to be able to do more damage than this turn. He's got 50 hull. But if I kick in her ability and I fire this thing off and it's not replaced by something just as good, it'll be a waste. So I think I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to fire this. Take the hit from covering fire. At least I got some shred. That's good. Okay, but I don't have a lot of shield. Oh, good. Oh, actually, well, I did just get some shields just in time for heavy barrage to be about to hit. PDC burst, not that valuable to me right now, but I can just barely afford to put up shield pulse and flash shields. Now, yeah, and I basically need both of these if I'm going to resist this attack. So, you know, I'm just doing it. I mean, I could try to, you know, try my luck with the Ion Spear, but I think this is the safer option. So now I've got 17 shields, so even if he does max damage with both of these, I'm good. And I've freed up some space to draw some, hopefully, more attack cards later on. Let's cross our fingers. And, I mean, I'm building up ordnance like crazy because I'm not spending it. Oh, and he did minimum damage, so actually I'm going to keep a little bit of shield for next turn. And I can block this light barrage. Oh, wait, no. No, because flash shield takes all your shields down at the end. I forgot about that. Every card is different. They all do different things. Okay, so I do have a fair amount of stuff to fire at these people. Let me see. Okay, I'm going to kick in double time because I want to save Ion Spear for after their shields come up. So let's fire a light barrage. Let's... I wanted to shred a little bit more. Let's fire sling.
Enemy operations delayed.
Okay. Okay, so I've got unload. Unload works if I've fired 3 attacks already. But it has to be... dang, it has to be 3 of the right kind of attack. Here we go. This is a flak attack. Right? Yes, and so now I can use unload, which does an incredible amount of damage. And now I don't have the energy to, even if I used Ordnance Surge, I still don't have the energy to fire these. So that's it. That's all I can do. So I'm going to take the hit from Light Barrage. But it looks like I've done enough random damage to take out Heavy Barrage. So that's good. And now his shields are up. What will Sling do? Sling will break the shields and add some Ionize. Let's do that.
Enemy shields down.
And I took out Covering Fire with that Ion attack. Good. All right. So now I can hit them with a Flak Barrage. And that is all that I can do. So... yeah, we'll end turn. He can't attack me this turn. But he did just raise all of his damage. So... and now I've got 2 Ordnance Surges. I don't need this many Ordnance Surges in my pockets. And I can't use double time again for another turn. So... but luckily I did at least damage his 2 attacks. Both of them are out of commission. So I've got some time. So I'm going to use Target Lock. And no point in doing any of these other things. His shield is going to come up next turn, so Ion Spear is valuable. He's not going to be able to attack for a little while, though, so I think I'll discard Barrier just to make some room. I hate the idea of getting rid of Ordnance Surge, but... yeah, actually, I'm going to get double time back next turn, so maybe I'll keep both of these Surges just in case. So he repairs his Heavy Barrage. For just a second, Heavy Barrage looked like it was going to do a guaranteed 13 damage. That's scary if that's a thing he's going to be able to do at some point. I'm not sure what caused that, though. Okay, his shields are up there at 7. Ion Spear can break through that, though. So, what does Blind do? Enemy attacks deal -1 damage. Well, that just counteracts my thing. I'm not worried about that. So, I'm going to use Ion Spear to disable Heavy Barrage for longer. And then... I'll use Twin Barrel, which draws an additional card. I'll use Light Barrage. And I'll use Light Barrage again. And he's gone. Nice. Okay. What was Ion Javelin again? I think I grabbed that last time. Double damage if you are unshielded. Okay, so if I don't have shields, which is often, that's cool. And then energy surge, it's like ordnance surge, only it's energy. I've actually been feeling like I needed that a lot. And then what's grid fire? If missiles are incoming, take down up to 3 enemy missiles, else deal 2 damage 3 times. Okay, so it's an amazing PDC burst. Honestly, I feel like this is the thing I'm missing, though. So I'm going to grab this. I like the other 2, though, so I don't know. Maybe I'll regret it. Sir, I was able to patch up our hull a little with some of the salvage we took off that ship. Nice. Good. Thank you, sir. That didn't seem like much of a system event. Okay. You notice your pilot slowing down. Crew members point to a Solari fuel ship in your vicinity. Something a good chance to refill our fuel reserves. Sure, let's inquire about their prices. You try and establish contact with them, but they're turning their thrusters on. They're making a run for it. Okay, so I've got a pilot that apparently gives me a special option here to chase them down. Or I can burn fuel. Well, they're a fuel ship. So, yeah, let's ask the pilot to chase him down. And then... Okay, so we fight them, and we get an extra fuel if we win. Sure, let's do it. Okay, they're going to hit us with flak barrage first turn. Let's ion spear them because it's free. And all that did nothing. Okay, cool. Then we should probably shield pulse ourselves to at least defend against most of it. Then we can twin barrel, light barrage, and what the heck? Let's light barrage again.
Suboptimal hit.
Alright. So they're going to hit me with the flak barrage. They did a lot of damage, so they overcame my shield. I've got almost no attacks now. They're going to they're going to ion me as well. What happens when I get ioned? Oh, it disables 1 random resource production. Oh, okay. Interesting. Alright. That's if it breaks my shields, but it will. I guess, I mean, I might as well use target lock, because whatever, I can afford it. Oh, I should have turned her on before. I've turned her on now. Let's sling them. Okay, that turned off their flak barrage. Let's do an opening shot.
Shredded enemy hull.
I can't do twin barrel because I don't have the mass. I could PDC them. I just want to do as much damage as I can. And that gave me a flak barrage, which I could afford if I had more ordnance. Okay. That's a ton of damage, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to take out Sling, and I don't think I'm going to get enough to take out Sling. I was hoping I'd do enough random damage that Sling would get destroyed, but it won't. So I'll put my shield up. Wait, why did I put my shield up? No! What is wrong with me? Sling was going to do nothing to me. No, it wasn't going to do very much to me. I've just wasted a shield. That was dumb. That was incredibly dumb.
Ordnance production down.
Sling is basically an ion attack that if your shield is 6 or less, it makes sure the ion attack still goes through. And so putting up a shield or not putting up a shield makes no difference if Sling is the only thing happening. Unless you're putting up a really big shield. But I wasn't. So that was just a big waste of everyone's time. But I can Ion Spear now.
Enemy shields down.
And because now that he put up his shield, I was able to use my Ion attack to take out his Flak Barrage. So that was nice. I've got almost no ordnance, but I can surge it. And then I can twin barrel him. Followed by a light barrage. And unfortunately, even if I use her special ability to get one more shot in, that will unlock unload, but then I won't have enough to fire unload. So I think we're done with this turn. So yeah, he can't fire any of his attacks. Oh, and I did damage Sling, so yeah, both of his stuff is out of commission, so that's cool. Okay, so if I can play 3 flak attacks, great, but it looks like I can't, so I won't. I guess I'll just fire this and this I'm mostly just trying to clear space out of my hand so that I can draw some better cards. Okay, so he's put up a shield. I did not draw any of my cards that are good against shields. So he's going to block a bunch of damage. This does 0 to 9 damage? Wait, since when is it 0 to 9? Does he have some special ability? Incoming minimum flak damage is 0 while you're shredded. I had caught... This guy's got a special ability that's like an anti-shredding ability? Ah, this jerk. Okay. Well... I guess... I'm going to do my best. But yeah, I can't penetrate his shields because he's shredded and that makes all of my damage suck. Alright. Well... He's not going to hit me next turn, so I guess we'll just end turn and see if his shields... No, of course. He's going to keep pulsing his shields. Well, luckily, I've got Ion Spear.
Enemy shields down.
So that eliminates his shields and disables one of his weapons again. I guess I'll Light Barrage him. And do I want to use my PDC Repeater? I don't know that I do. No, that's fine. The thing I was worried about was, would this make it so I can't afford shields next turn? Which is true. I won't be able to afford shields next turn. I don't think I need shields next turn. So let's just do that. A little bit of damage to him. He's so almost dead. I am going to need to upgrade my energy. I've got between the PDCs and the fact that I got decent shields now and the ion attacks, my energy is woefully inadequate. Okay. Will this get through? No, of course not. This isn't flak damage, but unfortunately I don't have energy for it. So he's going to hit me with Sling, so a shield's not going to help. So I guess I'll just end turn there.
Energy production down.
So he's reduced my energy production with that Sling attack. Oh, but I've got an energy surge now. So he's just going to keep pulsing his shields and just keep them up. He's still not going to hit me with anything useful. What do I want to do here? I mean, I guess I can just use the PDC repeater to do a tiny amount of damage to his shield. I think I might as well just get rid of Unload so that I can clear up more space in my inventory here. Let's get rid of Flash Shields. We won't be able to afford it anyway. I guess we've got Energy Surge, so we could. But whatever. Let's just open some space. I just need to do a certain amount of damage to him. Okay, here we go. Ion Spear. Take out Flak Barrage.
Enemy shields down.
And now, he's gone. Awesome. All right. I'll add a card. Another Ion Spear. I mean, it's okay. Gaining energy while spending Ordnance. That can be pretty valuable. And it's not, it doesn't go away immediately either. I've used this before with the other ship I played. I've already got 2 Ion Spears. I don't need a third one, so let's go with that. Okay. In the aftermath, we found 2 unexploded fuel tanks floating close to the derelict ship. So now, oh, we've got more fuel than we were even promised. All right, so we could go over to this fuel station, keep getting more fuel. Yeah, we're still at half hull capacity, so I think we should avoid this elite combat, at least for now. Let's go to this fuel station, get even more fuel. Oh, there's no fuel. We salvage some credits, and that's it. Well, that was a big waste of everyone's time. Okay, so this is another Solari conflict zone. I do kind of wish that they had more, like, interesting scenarios for me to bump into. It feels like... there are interesting scenarios here and there, but it feels like they're a little bit thin compared to, say, FTL. They're less frequent. But this game is in early access, and I think that, you know, that is, I mean, I don't know what their tools are like. That's probably the kind of content that's easiest to create, like new, just little variations on encounters. I think it would help sort of the storytelling experience of it a little bit. But I could imagine that being the kind of thing that they could easily, you know, improve in the run-up to their official release. Okay, so what's this guy going to do? Ion Harpoon. So he deals 9 ion damage, and if they are shielded, they gain shield. but they are not shielded. So this is just going to be 9 ion damage. So that means I think for every 6 ion damage, I'm going to take some kind of hit to my resources. I think it's something like that. That gets through the shield. And so if I put up a shield of 4, that might block me from dealing with the consequences. So I think I'm going to do that. And then they don't fire missiles, right? Okay, yeah, I don't think they fire missiles, so it's okay if I use my PDC burst to just damage them a little bit. And then honed shot is what I've got. I guess, again, like, I could have... You know what? I'm going to do this. Okay, that they've got some kind of special repair thing that's now delayed. So whatever. I've got more room to draw next time. Let's just save up our ordnance for next time. Okay, so that did 5 ion damage, which wasn't enough to have any ill effect. You need to do at least 6 ion damage to have an effect. Total discharge, what is that? They lose all of their shield recharge, and they fire 2 ion darts, which do 4 ion damage each. So again, it probably would be helpful for me to have... Oh, wow, okay. This guy's going to hit me with a blast of... I didn't even notice this. This guy's going to hit me with a blast of flak next time. But he's going to use 4 hull in the meantime. So, like, are both of those cards going to hit next turn, or is he going to draw them and then play them one turn after? I don't know whether I need to defend against it this time. I don't really have a lot to defend against it. So what I think I am going to do is I'm going to kick in double time. And then I'm going to start hitting this guy with stuff. Actually, let's hit him with Ion Spear first, just in case.
Enemy operations delayed.
Nope, I just keep hitting... I keep delaying the most useless things. Okay, we'll hit him with Twin. Hit him with Light Barrage. I've got another Ion Spear. That just delayed his shield. Great. And another Ion Spear. Holy crap, come on. I've got nothing but, like, energy weapons and stuff here. Okay, let's... Is there a point in me hitting them one more time? Probably not. Oh, you know what I just did? This was not what I intended to do. I was just firing the Ion Spears as I saw them. I wanted to avoid spending energy because I wanted to raise a shield at the end of this. I wanted to draw a shield card and then play the shield card. But I'm an idiot. And I just spent a bunch of energy, so now I can't afford to play a shield card. So that was dumb. And we're going to see him do a bunch of damage to me, I think. Yeah. That was dumb. Okay, cool. Well, I guess I've learned my lesson. Let's see what we can do there. Okay. I mean, now... Might as well hit him with another Ion Spear.
Enemy operations delayed.
Hone Shot is a lot better if I get his Shred higher. I really need to improve my energy access here. Yeah, okay, let's end turn.
We've been ionized.
Oh, and now I'm getting even less energy because we got ionized. Okay, but... Okay, here's my conservation card. So I'll get two energy back if I fired Honed Shot. This is... My hand is garbage. You know what? I'm just gonna... What am I gonna do? Let's get rid of this. You know what? Yeah, let's just do this. And then that. It's useless, but these cards have just been sitting in my hand, not being very useful. So I'm just gonna fire the useless cards out of my hand. And hope next turn goes better. Battle repair. He's going to repair his hull? Stop it. And this thing is catching up with me. And now, of course, I've used all my Ion Spears, and this is when I want to use them. I want to use them to destroy this, but now I can't. Okay, fine. Let's hold on to Flash Shields. That's what I need against his next Reckless Assault. I'm never going to make that happen. Yeah, this is going to be useless, too. I'm finally recognizing what I need to do with this stuff. So, Flash Shields, I think by themselves still might not be enough. So, yeah, I'm going to hold on to all of my shields for next turn. All right, Reckless Assault is happening this turn. But And I can get her to give me more cards as I go. But he's got... Okay, do I have any... Okay, yeah, so Ion Spear is in my deck. So if I use her ability to draw new cards as I spend them, and then I raise both of my shields. So now I've got 18 shields against his Reckless Assault. I did not draw what I hoped I was going to draw, which was Ion Spears. But, that's what I have. This is 9. Let's start shooting at him and see if an Ion Spear shows up. Okay, there's a Hone Shot. I mean, eventually, we're going to get through his shield if we just keep shooting. Now what? Look at that. Now an Ion Spear... The moment his shield is gone, then an Ion Spear shows up. Screw you guys. Alright. Fine. Well, we're doing it anyway. Just in case. Yeah, that didn't have the intended effect. That's fine. Let's fire Hone Shot at this guy. And then, why not? Let's also fire Light Barrage. Just empty our hand. There, we've got no cards left. We did everything we possibly could. What is that? Oh, flash shields, right. So my shield's going to be gone after this turn. Oh, of course he did minimal damage. Whatever. It's fine. Alright, so Reckless Assault has started over at the beginning. He's not dangerous for a little while. How much damage can I do in the meantime? Or can I delay stuff? Let's fire that off. That didn't delay anything. So let's fire a Flak Barrage at him. Let's surge our ordnance. Fire another barrage. Fire an opening shot that is not an opening shot. And end our turn. His battle repairs are damaged. His Eon reload... Eon? His Ion reload just barely came back. Reckless Assault is a couple of things away. Let's fire that off. Doesn't have a shield, so my Ion Spear isn't going to be great. But I'm going to do it anyway. As always, doesn't delay the thing I want it to delay. Let's fire one more Light Barrage at him. And that's enough to take him down. Whew, okay. So we had that one really bad turn where I took a bunch of damage, but the rest of that actually went okay. What's Combined Arms again? Draw an attack card. Oh, so let's draw another attack card. That's not bad. Better than PDC Burst anyway. We've kind of filled up most of our card slots, though. All right. Let's go down here to this waypoint where everyone hates us. Okay. So he's trying to get away from me. I'm going to let him get away from me. I'm not in great shape here, but let's go after this thing. Strange activity from a derelict sector of the generation ship. What? Oh, is this a generation ship? Is this sector just full of generation ships? That's interesting. It looks inert and seems offline for ages, yet 2 unregistered ships spawn in your radar just outside its 14th gate. There still indicates the same level of confusion as your own. Due to your affiliation with pirates, the ships ignore your transmissions. They seem way more preoccupied with the Solari ships entering the scene menacingly. How do you want to proceed, Captain? Okay, so it looks like maybe this... Okay, I can't quite tell from the paragraphs what's happening. But I think I can decide if I want to attack my allies or attack my enemies. Let's attack my enemies. I could also avoid the combat, but this seems like it's a special event. It might have some special prizes at the end. Okay, they're going to hit me with titanium shells first. What can I do about that? Absolutely nothing. But they don't have missiles, so my PDCs are just offensive weapons. My Ion Spear is free. Okay, let's kick in double time at the beginning here. Let's fire our Ion Spear at these guys, which disables the titanium shells. That's good. Oh, we can do it again. Now this will put me down at 2 energy. Okay, yeah, this is fine. So yeah, let's eye on them again. Their lighter rounds went down. Let's use our PDC repeater on them. And let's do an energy surge so we can still fire energy stuff if we want to. And I'm mostly just trying to get access to a bunch more of these attacks. So we could do an opening shot, get some shred on them, do a PDC repeater, and then make one of these free, either hone shot or flak barrage. 3 to 8 or 4 to 7. Let's go 3 to 8. Okay, we did some fair damage to them. Oh wait, I can surge and fire one more time. Might as well. Okay, and all of their systems are getting a little bit more damage too. They're all a little bit more vulnerable now. Let's end turn. He can't attack me this turn, but he has raised his shield. Let's hope for some ion stuff. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, so... Okay, good. This one doesn't depend on shield breaking. So yeah, let's do that. So now we've got opening shot. We've got enough shred. This will do max damage. However, I won't be able to do much more beyond that. Light barrage might be a better call. This might add more shredding, whereas this won't. So yeah, I think I'm going to light barrage them. Didn't add more shredding, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll save conservation. We're good. Unfortunately, I didn't have any shields of any kind. Holy crap! I wasn't even thinking. I didn't have shields, and so I didn't use shields. But that was bad. My hull is down at 9. Okay. What are we gonna do now? I don't know. We don't have any good choices. So, I guess fire this. I'm definitely, I think, going to regret the decision. Let's get rid of the stuff that you don't need. I'm going to regret my decision to have this fight. Definitely. Okay, but they weren't going to hit me that turn. This next turn, they will hit me unless I do something about it. So this does 5 to 8 damage. I can fire off a barrier.
Up, Captain.
I can also do target lock. Now this barrier, this is 6. I think I want to put a pulse in there too, just to make sure I'm defended against that entire attack. I'm going to fire twin barrel at this guy, which gives me another light barrage, so I'll do that. And then if I had more energy, I could do combined arms, but I don't, so I won't. So that should bounce off my shield. And now they're going to fire Reckless Assault. Oh, that's the same horribly damaging thing from last time. Okay. Well, I think Flash Shields is probably my only defense against that, so I'm going to fire that off. And then I don't have enough energy for literally anything else, so I'm going to get rid of the things that I can't afford. And yeah, I think I just have to try to see if I can outlast this assault. Okay, my shields were good enough, but now they're down. Barbed shrapnel? Oh, they're just making their shrapnel and stuff better and better and better each turn. Okay, they have no shield because it's broken, which means that these two are not going to be as good. But so I think I might as well just use Sling because it's cheaper and hold on to Ion Spear for later. And then, oh, I should have kicked this in, but I'll save it for next time. In fact, Ion Spear is can be useful a ways off. 3 turns from now, and it's got 3 ticks on its cooldown. So yeah, that sounds right. Shield Pulse I might need to survive. I'll hold on to that. So I think I'll hold on to these. Maybe next turn I'll try one of my mega flak barrages. Okay, so let's kick in double time. Let's start by launching our barrier, which will protect us, hopefully, from titanium shells. Ooh, let's launch conservation, because we're planning on firing a bunch of ordnance. And then let's fire honed shot.
Barely scratched.
All right, well, let's do an ordnance surge. And it's all PDCs. I'm starting to... So I was facing a lot of missiles in my first sector. And so I was like, let's get all these PDC cannons. They're going to be great. They're freaking garbage in these fights against these flak guys. Absolute trash. So yeah, actually, I thought that launching that ordnance thing was going to be a good idea. It was not a good idea. I'm now going to lose all of my ordnance as the sort of the counterbalance for getting a surge of it for no reason. I'm not getting anything out of it. Well, crap. Okay, well. At least I've still got her special ability. I'll get a little bit of extra ordnance that way. Oh, wait. I didn't face the... Did I misremember what I did? I didn't face the consequences for the ordnance burst, whatever that I did. Huh. Weird. Okay. Or maybe I did. Maybe you just lose 4? Maybe you lose up to 4. That's right. You don't lose everything. It's not like flash shields where you lose all of your shields. The ordnance burst just loses you 4 again. And so I did lose 4, but that's fine. I didn't need that much. Okay. These ion spares are going to be way more valuable next turn when his shields are up, but I think I have to use them now because these two are about to hit me and my shield is garbage. So I'm going to try to ion this guy as hard as I can. Oh, except I don't have the energy to do it twice. Okay, I think we're about to die.
Shredded enemy hull.
I don't think... Okay, barbed shrapnel went away, but like reckless assault is still going to happen. And I think unless he just rolls the minimum, there's nothing I can do. I think he's got me.
Hull's giving out, Captain.
I've got 1 hole left. Holy cow. All right. Well, what can we do? Still doesn't have shields up. I can target lock him. I can sling him, which delays his shields and not his weapons. Okay, I can get him pretty low. I might win this fight, but I've lost the war. Yeah, let's ion him again. I don't know what good that did. All of my abilities here require energy I don't have. So I'm going to get rid of some. And hope that I draw something decent next time. Oh, wait. Well, there was nothing I could do about it. I didn't have any options. So, we are defeated. But that was kind of the deal as I went into this. I was kind of planning on being defeated, so it happened. And it was a convenient less than 50 minutes that you had to watch it happen. So, anyway, we got through the first sector of Breachway kind of breezily. You know, we handled it really, really well. And so I think what I wanted to make sure we did this episode for was to show you it gets hard. And you have to, like, you saw me make several pretty bad mistakes over the course of that. Had I been playing better, I think I could have gotten away without a lot of that damage that I took. And if I could make it as far as a space station, I could spend some of my credits to, you know, refurbish my hull, and I could have maybe taken on the boss battle and won if I had been better and more practiced at the game. If I'd, you know, been better at sort of thinking through the resource costs of everything and what, options I was going to be cutting off and making other choices. And so this game really does make you, like, it makes you think ahead, like, not just about the enemy moves, but also about your own moves, what consequences one move will have, what opportunity costs you get by making one move and not another. And so this is a really interesting game, and I'm fascinated to keep playing it and see if I can get further. But for right now, I think we should wrap this up. So, Breachway, it's available in early access on Steam. If you want to check it out yourself, please do. These seem like really cool developers. They, when I played the demo, they contacted me and they seemed really nice. And so, you know, I do want to encourage people to go and check out this game because they're doing some, you know, they're taking sort of that initial idea, which is Slay the Spire meets FTL, but they're not just doing that. They're not just doing Slay the Spire meets FTL. They've come up with really interesting ways to take the card game and line it up with other, like, memorable parts of like ship management. They didn't just do you know, sort of the just the FTL vibe where it's like, oh, you're a spaceship, but it's still Slay the Spire. They took a lot of like sort of the nerdy spaceship management of FTL, where you're managing how much energy goes to what thing and who your crew are and what, you know, stations they're manning and that kind of stuff. They took that stuff and they made it work in a card game in a really interesting way. I feel like I'm, you know, playing something between not just FTL, but like X-Wing and like a bunch of those other sort of space games, but it's being boiled down into a card game. They really put a lot more effort into this than just the phrase Slay the Spire meets FTL indicates by itself. So there's more to it than that, and I think that says a lot of good things about these developers. I really want them to succeed. I want this game to do well, and I want them to get to make more things in the future. So with that, there is a subscribe button. If I do come back and play Breachway again at some point on my channel, I'll put that there, but I'll probably give it a rest for a little bit and let you go out and see what you think of the game.